Celtic Ambassadors from Sinclair Secondary School, and we've created this video to share with you.
Technology is such a huge part of our lives, so we created this PSA to tell you about cell phones and how to stay safe while using them.
We hope you enjoy the following video.
Okay.
Oh look, she left her phone there. Pass it over.
Oh look, no passcode.
Stupid.
All right, let's check out her pictures. Oh, we have to post this one.
Shane.
Letting other people use your phone when you're not around is like letting them have the password to your social media account. They can impersonate you, which gives them the power to mess with your relationships and reputation.
Passwords protect your phone. Why? Because it makes it difficult for other people to access your personal information. Hey, how's the project going?
Pretty good. Did you actually go and do some work right now? Did you go print this for me?
Sure. Watch my phone, okay?
Sure.
Yeah, you drive.
Here you go.
Hey, have you seen my phone?
No? Have you seen mine?
Make sure you always keep your phone locked and nearby. That way you can eliminate the risk of threat and theft.
It was just a text.
It was just a text.
It was just a text.
I was upset at my coworker.
My boyfriend wanted to know what I was up to.
I wasn't happy with my homework load.
It wasn't serious. I wasn't actually threatening him.
It was just for him.
I wasn't actually gonna hurt my teacher.
But suddenly coworkers were talking.
All of his friends were looking at me different.
The teacher pulled me out of class.
The supervisor was concerned of a threat.
The girls in my grade started calling me names.
I was sent to see the principal.
The police filed a restraining order.
I was completely humiliated. Everyone knew.
The police were in the office.
And I was fired for workplace harassment.
My reputation was destroyed.
I was suspended and charged.
I was just exaggerating.
I was just sharing something with my boyfriend.
I was just ranting about my teacher.
I didn't think I could actually get in trouble for a text.
I didn't know I couldn't trust my boyfriend.
Him.
I wasn't really gonna do anything to him.
33% of grade 9 students at Sinclair could get in trouble at school, work, or home for a text they've sent. This number increases to 82% by grade 12.
54% of grade 9 students have sent texts that they regret. This number increases to 73% by grade 12.
28% of grade 9 students have had friends share pictures of them that were meant to be private. This number increases to 48% by grade 12.
Hi, I'm Kaylee.
I'm Nadir.
I'm Marianne.
And I'm Megan.
Today, we're going to be talking to you about Facebook and Twitter.
So how much do you really know about Facebook? At Sinclair alone, 61% of us have a Facebook account. That's a whopping 1,037 people. Every single second, 5 new profiles are created. Of all the profiles on Facebook, there are over 83 million fake profiles. So how can you as an individual be smarter on Facebook? For starters, think about who you're adding. Next, check all your settings and make sure you're comfortable with them. While you're at it, why not also ask yourself why you're on Facebook in the first place?
And what exactly it's doing for you.
Be smart about your password by changing it frequently and using things such as lowercase and uppercase letters as well as numbers. Always be aware of where you sign in from and never forget to log out. Be careful about what you say on Facebook. You never know who's looking at your profile. Watch out for those 83 million fake profiles who are ready to catfish you. If you have an issue on social media, report it right away and take immediate action. Protect your mobile device and always be sure that it locks automatically. Monitor and document all suspicious activity, even if you think it's something minor.
In October of 2015, a man was faced with many charges because not only did he break the law, but he posted himself breaking the law on Facebook. A 43-year-old man posted a video of himself going 190 kilometers an hour on a Canadian highway, and the RCMP were able to find this video and charge him with speeding, negligence of the law, driving without a seatbelt, and using a phone while driving. This happened not only because he was negligent to the rules of the law, but because he underestimated the power of social media.
Now that we know how much you know about Facebook, what about Twitter? Over half the students at Sinclair have a Twitter account. That's over 850 of us. Whether you're a regular tweeter or only just sent a single tweet in the past, your body of work is now part of the Library of Congress. Twitter has in fact agreed to provide the largest library in the world with every public tweet ever sent and continue to supply tweets to the library's archive on an ongoing basis. On average, there's around 6,000 tweets made per second. In order to be safer on Twitter, here's a few tips. Never share or send your personal information online. Frequently review applications that use your Twitter account. Just like Facebook, change your password often. Always review and know what URLs you're clicking on before you open them up. Always remain aware of unsolicited direct messages you may receive. Always keep your Twitter settings as private as possible. Never hesitate to block and report spam. Avoid account suspension and termination by respecting and reviewing the Twitter limits. Be as safe as possible to avoid being impersonated. Last but not least, use antivirus and firewalls.
Using Twitter recklessly can also cost you your job. A Richmond Hill public school teacher by the name of Michael Marshall was fired after a 10-week investigation took place after he was accused for posting tweets that were anti-Muslim.
A young girl due to start her job at a pizza parlor the following day made a tweet about how she didn't want to start and it would be a waste of her time, how the job was stupid. A soon-to-be co-worker to the girl showed the manager the tweet, to which the manager replied on Twitter, "No, you won't be starting this waste of time, stupid job tomorrow. I just fired you."
Remember to be safe on Twitter, Facebook, and all social media platforms.
Let's talk about Instagram.
It's a fun way to share photos with friends.
But with greatness comes responsibility. You should know that the photos you post can be viewed by anyone. This includes sexually inappropriate photos.
Photos of drugs.
Photos of partying.
A 12-year-old girl was arrested and charged for threatening her school after she posted a series of words and emojis that police considered to be threats. The Instagram post began with the word killing, followed by a gun emoji and the phrase, "Meet me in the library on Tuesday."
Keep in mind that whatever you post on Instagram can be viewed by anyone. Make sure to think before you post.
Instagram has privacy settings, so let's talk about them.
It's really easy to make your account private.
Be diligent about who you're following and who's following you. Don't focus on just increasing your number of followers.
Don't hesitate to block anyone that you feel is mistreating you on Instagram.
Did you know? 80% of Sinclair grade 9 students said that they had Instagram.
90% of grade 9 students have followers they don't know.
Out of these students, only 84% use privacy settings.
For those of you who don't know, hashtags and tagging are ways to connect and share similar photos.
If you're not private, anyone can see your photos.
Be courteous about what you post online. Know that what you post never really goes away.
Make sure you're only tagging people which want to be tagged in your photos.
Instagram is a great platform to share photos.
So remember what we've said.
And make sure you're making the right decisions online.
In 2011, 3 Stanford University students wished that they had the ability to send photos but have them disappear after.
Their wish soon became a reality, becoming much more than just a simple doodle of a ghost.
Over the past year, Snapchat has grown into a normal way of conversing, not to mention the addition of stories, discovery networks, geo-filters, and possibly the best addition, face filters.
Snapchat has evolved, making it easier than ever to look like a dog or even like the person sitting right beside you.
At Sinclair, we took a survey of both grade 9 and grade 12 students to find out how many people have Snapchat.
Out of the grade 9 students that we surveyed, 78% have Snapchat.
And out of the grade 12 students we surveyed, 98% have Snapchat.
But the question is, do you know how to keep yourself safe while using this popular social media app? Follow these tips to keep yourself safe while having Snapchatting fun.
Oh my god, last night Brad sent me the most embarrassing Snapchat. I had to screenshot it.
Tip number 1, only take appropriate photos. Remember that anyone can screenshot your snaps and they'll be saved to their camera roll forever.
I don't think Brad realizes that he's not supposed to send inappropriate snaps. Maybe you should have that saved on your phone.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'll go and delete it.
Ooh, look, a new friend request in Snapchat. I have no idea who this is.
Did you really just add them?
Yeah, what's the big deal? One more friend.
Safety tip number 2, keep your Snapchat to friends only. One of the most important aspects of this app is to limit your pictures to your friends and people you can trust. You never know what people can do with your pictures.
Actually, you're right. I think I'm going to delete them. That's not really safe.
Safety tip number 3, edit your privacy settings so that only people you know can send you Snapchats.
First off, when you open the Snapchat app, you're going to tap on the white ghost in the center of the top of the screen. Next, you are going to tap the settings button in the top right corner of your screen. This will bring you to the settings page where under Who Can, you will click on Contact Me. Make sure there is a check beside My Friends to ensure that only your friends can contact you. Also, in the View My Story section, make sure that there is a check beside My Friends to ensure that only your friends can view your story. Lastly, go back to the main setting page and press on Privacy Policy. This will give you privacy policies that you should take the time to read in order to stay safe on Snapchat.
Safety tip number 4. When Snapchatting, consider your future. Future educators and employers may look at information posted online in order to choose which candidate they want.
If the pictures you wish to send via Snapchat are those that may get you embarrassed with future employers or educators, or it may affect the way that people think about you in the future, don't send them. Gotta keep my Snap streak going with Nate. That looks awesome. Can't wait to send it to Nate.
When you send a Snapchat, whether it is a message or a picture, remember that a copy of it goes to your friend and a copy stays with the company. Snapchat has access to every message that you send through their app. Be smart about what you choose to send. Nothing on the internet is entirely private.
Oh look, a new snap from Cass.
Not only does Snapchat have access to your pictures, but the authorities can as well. When needed, Snapchat will provide the following information to the authorities: your email, phone number, username, date the account was created, and a log of at least the last 200 snaps you sent and received.
Finally, be wary of screenshot apps. Now that technology is advancing, there's apps that people can download that may not even notify you if they're taking and saving your snaps.
In conclusion, we hope that you learned a lot about Snapchat by watching this video.
Snapchat is a super fun app, but there are lots of risks that are involved.
Even though there are these risks, with the tips that we've taught you, you can definitely stay safe while using Snapchat.
Thanks for watching. Happy snapping.
You snapped.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I am 13 years old and in your area.
Look, we just matched. I can't wait to get to know more about you. We have so much in common.
Except I don't love anything as much as my horses. Ha!
Let's meet up sometime. I think it would be fun to hang out in person.
Tinder is a dating app that allows users to connect with potential dates in their area. Though the target demographic is young adults between 20 and 30, there's a significant population of teen users on Tinder. In fact, 7% of Tinder users are between the ages of 13 to 17, which is significant considering the amount of users aged 35 to 44 is less than that at 6.5%. It may seem surprising that 13-year-olds are permitted to make Tinder accounts, but the minimum age comes from the minimum age for making a Facebook account, which is all that is required for making a Tinder profile. Users that have their age setting as less than 18 are only able to match with other users that have the same age settings. However, it is really easy to bypass those restrictions and create an account that is lying about your age.
The issue that arises with Tinder is that there are many teens that are lying about their ages in order to match with dates that are slightly older than them. However, grown people can lie about their ages just as easily as teens can, and they can say that they're much younger than they actually are. Survey conducted in grade 9 classes at Sinclair, it was revealed that nearly no grade 9s have a Tinder profile. When the survey was conducted with the grade 12 students, similar results were revealed showing that only 13% of grade 12 surveyed have Tinder. Though the grade 9s are not using Tinder, they are most likely using other dating apps.
On behalf of Celtic Ambassadors,
Thanks for watching!